So once you connect yourself to Grammarly, or if you have the free version of Grammarly, this is the page it's gonna look like, the interface. So the first thing you're going to do is you want to upload your paper. So I'm going to upload my paper to Grammarly. So remember that Grammarly is a program that can automatically, using AI, correct your paper for you. And so if you have trouble with punctuation, mechanics, or grammar, or essay structure for that matter, Grammarly is a great tool to help you correct those mistakes. If you have trouble with tone and your professor wants you to write in a professional tone, for instance, then Grammarly can also help you with tone. And so here I will now upload my paper. Okay, so if I upload my paper, and so here I will go to sample paper 4, and it will then ask you, who's your audience? Is your audience general, knowledgeable, or expert? If you have a general audience, that means that your paper can be somewhat informal. If you have a knowledgeable audience, that means your paper is going to be a little bit more formal English. Expert means that you probably want to use third-person case only. General is when you're writing to your friends and family. Knowledgeable is if you're writing to other people, that's like other students. Expert is if you're writing to your teacher or your boss. So knowledgeable, once again, your peers, other classmates. General, like your family, your friends. You can let your hair down. Formality, this is why general, and notice how general and informal are listed together. This is because if you're writing to your family, general audience, then it becomes informal. Then as you write for neutral, knowledgeable, that is your peers, then the formality becomes neutral. And then if you're writing to your teacher, your boss, then it becomes expert and formal. That's why these all align together, in case you're wondering. Domain, here if you have, so general. And so what is the purpose of your writing? Is your writing to inform, describe, convince, tell a story? Creative writing, if you're in a creative writing class, then you would press the tell a story button. If you're writing a persuasive essay, an argumentative essay, you press convince. If you're writing a descriptive essay, example essay, illustrative essay, you would write describe. You would press describe. If you're writing an expository essay, where you're mainly trying to tell someone what something is, like a definition essay, expository essay, example essay, process essay, then your purpose is to inform. Okay, so you would set your goals first, okay, and this way you get more tailored writing suggestions based on your goals and audience, because every time you write a paper, you always have to take into account your audience. So who am I writing for? Am I writing for my family? Okay, then I can let my hair down and I can use first person case I, my, we, our, and I can use second person case you and your. Or am I writing for my teacher? Then I cannot use first and second person case, and I can only use third person case. Then in that case, then you would click on expert. And after you fill all of this out, you press done. And now I just uploaded my paper. Remember that I uploaded a paper, and this is an actual student paper. So the first thing you're going to notice is all of these red lines. You should be familiar with this, because if you're using Microsoft Word or Microsoft Word grammar check, Microsoft Word also uses red lines to underline all the mistakes. So these red lines indicate mistakes, and these red lines indicate the mistakes that are listed over here. And so what you're going to do is you're going to press on end, and then you're going to press on accept on most of these. Okay, so if you press accept, notice how it disappeared. Look at that. Whatever mistake was over here disappeared. Now you have the red line under and. So here, it obviously wants you to put in a semicolon before and. So here you click accept, not a semicolon. They want you to put a comma, because whenever you have a sentence, a compound sentence, you need to put a comma before fanboys. And if you want a grammatical explanation, and is part of fanboys, and therefore for, and, but, or, nor, so, yet all require, if you have two sentences with a conjunction, coordinating conjunction, it needs a comma. So that's what it's correcting. So you press accept. And then here, pain-free, pain-free. So that wants you to add a hyphen in between the words pain-free. So then it's going to here, this is the wrong one, and now when you press accept, watch the magic. Suddenly it puts the hyphen in there and it's correct. And so here, I'm not going to do all of them. I'm just giving you, you know, a few. Here, this is a blue line. So I guess that means that you don't need to write the in fact. Okay, that's just too many transition words. And in not having, so a better word for not having would be not like. Okay, and then if you want to know why, okay, it will tell you why. So here you would press, so basically you go down the list, you know, having, and you press this, and you just go down the list and you just press accept for the most part, okay? And then after you finish pressing accept, okay, I'm doing it really fast. And once you finish pressing accept, then all of these red things will disappear. And then here you have 78%. So what does that mean? That means that right now the grade that you would get for this paper, if you keep all these mistakes in there, would be about 78%. And the fun thing is, as you start pressing this, accept, the grade goes up. Not by much, but it does. See, each time you correct a mistake, then the grade goes up. So this is pretty much very, you know, brainless. You don't even have to look at the paper if you don't want to, and you just press accept as it corrects all the mistakes that are in the paper. And basically right now for this video, the purpose of this video is not to explain to you why this person made all these mistakes, simply to teach you how to use Grammarly. Now I just clicked through many different mistakes. Now the grade, instead of having 78%, now the overall score is 84%. So here you would go like this, like this, and that's it. And then if you want even more, you know, then you would have Grammarly Go, and you could try the online, whatchamacallit. All right, so now upgrade to premium. All right, so this is all you can do with, and if you upgrade to the premium version, it will tell you what's wrong with all of these, and you can get even better score. Now, Grammarly Go. So many of you have been asking, what's Grammarly Go? What does that mean? Okay, so you click on generative AI. That's Grammarly Go. It's that simple. Okay, this is what your Grammarly Go is. So if I wanted to say, now notice that I don't like my students to use you and your in a paper, because I think that when you write an academic paper, you should not directly address the reader, because you sound like you're lecturing. You should do this, you should do that, right? So that's why I tell students that for an academic paper, you would want to use third-person case only. And so third-person case means that we use he, she, and they. And so here, I don't like this first sentence because it's got you. So I could say rephrase, see? And this is just like in my previous video when I showed you, before I go into that. So this is what's known as a prompt, okay? When I type in here, I'm telling Grammarly Go, or this is actually ChatGPT, okay? So what Grammarly did was connect Grammarly and embed ChatGPT into its app. That's why it's called generative AI. So in order to get this box, I have to press on generative AI. which is ChatGPT. And then I have the Grammarly Go. And so even the free version of Grammarly has Grammarly Go because it embedded itself to ChatGPT 3.5. And so ChatGPT 3.5 is free to the public. And so that's why it's in the free version of Grammarly. And so here I would say rephrase the sentence to omit you and your in the sentence. Then you click in what that sentence is. Would you keep your dying loved one alive longer even if it meant a subpar quality of life? Or something like that, okay? And so here, did I misspelled longer, oh boy. Okay, so I would put in longer. Yeah, even if it meant a subpar. So you would say rephrase whatever the sentence is without you or your, okay? And then you would write use third person case, just to be on the safe side. Okay, person case for a more professional tone. All right, so now you have put in a prompt. So this is known as a prompt, okay? So I put the prompt in, and then I press this, and then I wait for it to do its magic. So here, would one keep their dying loved one alive longer, even if it meant a subpar quality of life? So here they replaced you with one, and one is third person case. So you say, well, I really like it. Okay, now I insert it. Okay, and now it inserted, and it now says it should be in there. It's not cooperating. Well, anyway, even if you didn't insert it, you can insert it. It's supposed to insert it right into the, the thing. But basically, you would cut and paste this, and it should have inserted on its own. But okay, it's basically you're supposed to press insert, and it would have done that. Like it would insert it for you. And then would one keep their loved one alive longer, even if it meant a subpar quality of life? And then this one also has a you, and you could also rephrase, and you could go like this and rephrase, and you would rephrase sentence without you. And then you go like that, and then supposedly this works. Yes, okay, this time it worked. So when I press insert, would it be better to allow them to depart earlier with less suffering and more opportunities to spend time with their loved ones and yourself? And so here you have, it inserted it. So now I've fixed all of this. So let's say I want to make sure, and there's a lot more you and your. So now I'm thinking, I don't want to do this sentence by sentence. That takes too much time. I think I want to put in the whole thing. Okay? And I'm just going to tell the whole thing. I want the whole thing right in third person case. I don't want to do sentence by sentence. That takes too much time. Right in third person case. The entire, all of it. Okay. Let's see what happens. Whoa, isn't that cool? It does your entire essay. I've never done it in Grammarly before. Up till now, I've only done it as pretty much you would just insert and it would have done it. Especially if you have the it's set in this one, because it's the free version, says it's not able to do that. But if you have the generative AI, that means that if you're doing the free version, you have to do it sentence by sentence. If you have the free version, you do it sentence by sentence. And if you're doing it by, and I think they didn't let you do the whole thing because they think that you're writing the essay for them or something. So that's why they want you to do it bit by bit. So Grammarly will not allow you to just stick and paste your entire essay, because then this prevents students from cheating. Because remember, you cannot use generative AI to write your essay for you. So this is probably the reason why they have you do it have it do it little by little. So here you would rephrase sentence without you. And then you just do it little by, this is the last one I'm going to do. I won't do another one. Okay? And then it also makes the sentence sound better. And then you just insert. So you go sentence by sentence, and it will take care of it for you. And then little by little, your score should go up. Now for the PDF. So so you've made all of these adjustments to your paper, and you're thinking, well, how am I going to show this to my teacher? How am I going to prove that I, revised my paper in ChatGPT, and I didn't just ask the ChatGPT to rewrite the paper for me? How do I prove to the teacher that I was simply revised it? And so basically you're supposed to click on this, the 82%, and then you're going to click on download PDF report, and that will give you your PDF. Let's see what the PDF report says. I'm actually curious. Will it do it? Let's see. Download. Oh, I think I have to go to my computer. Yeah, because I downloaded it. It's not going to show me. So let's see how when I press download. Oh, it didn't do it again. Well, anyway, the first time I pressed download, my downloads, it said scanning, you see, and that means that it put it into my downloads folder. And then you got to go into your downloads folder in order to retrieve your PDF report. Okay, so that's how I would, and I used to do this. I used to grade my student papers this way in order to teach students how to use Grammarly. So basically, this is just a short, a very short video on how to use Grammarly. And so here it's finding even more mistakes, which it was supposed to have done earlier anyway. So I'm just simply, now it's just doing spaces. Okay, so I'm doing even more, that sort of thing. If you have Grammarly Go, if you have the paid version of Grammarly, then it will give you a 27 additional more writing mistakes. So anyway, so if you have any questions, and if you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me anytime.